Hey, what's up there, twin? What you doing up? Hey, Angel Snub 8. Hey, what y'all doing up? What? Yes, sir. Thank you, twin. Support Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. Thank you very much. Earthman, hey, what's up? What's up with this? Why everybody up like that? Oh, wow. Okay. Waiting on me. Oh, wow. It's good to be, it feel good to be needed. Feel good to be wanted. Angel Snub 8, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can learn more about the Mississippi campaign. And if you need clarifications or questions, you're always welcome to come back here and we can discuss those things. So subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. I really much appreciate it. Angel Snub 8. Since y'all in the house like this, I guess I might as well get my little talk going and get the hell out of here so I can go to sleep. Uh-oh, Soul Brother 85 is in the house too. What's up? What's up? All my people in the house like this. Welcome to Reality Still on Earth. Okay. Alrighty then. Shoot, I need to do some more. I need to do some late nights. If this is the case, if everybody show up like this, I need to do some late nights. Well, I need y'all. I need your wisdom. I need your help tonight. I need your advice tonight. So I'm going to speak, I guess what you call in analogy or allegory. I'm not going to mention no names, but I'm pretty sure the ones that I'm talking about, when they see this video, they're going to say, yep, he talking about me. Late night with Nub 7, right. Okay, so I was scheduled, many of you probably saw, and I changed the date to Friday. Many of you saw I was supposed to come on here earlier and talk about love. That was the topic. Now, I don't expect to get a whole lot of views or attention talking about positive things, because as you know, we love negative things. So I can talk about love and get 10 views, but then I can talk about Napar Shada and get 200 views. Wow. Because, you know, that's a beef. That's two people that's not in love. So we talk about love and peace, but we thrive on negativity. We thrive on heartbreak, and we simmer in dissatisfaction and discord. It seems as though that's something that we enjoy. It brings peace to our life. Shout out to KFC. Well, you know I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet from KFC. And actually, I've been eating nothing but fish and vegetables. And I have lost like 6 pounds. And steady dropping. I got this cake in the house. I'm gonna throw that outside tomorrow. I don't need this cake in the house. I got to get rid of that. Yeah. And actually, I feel a lot much better also. Right, absolutely. No more bean pies. No. No more bean pies. Absolutely right. And I love bean pies. I sure do. I know how to make bean pies. But I'm not going to mess with bean pies because that's not good for me right now. I just can't do it. And I'm going to get on my exercise bike, and I got my weights, and I need to do my ThY. Need to try to get back in shape. Try to get my breath back. You know something? I can't hardly walk. And I run out of breath. That's pitiful, ain't it? Can't hardly walk. So I need to get my breath back. I know what the problem is. I've gained, it may not look like it, but I've gained this weight. But on this diet that I'm on right now, and I do eat a little sweets now and then, but as long as I just eat fish and vegetables, seems like this weight, I'm getting this weight under control, get on my exercise bike, and everything should be cool. But back to our little story. I was supposed to come on the live stream earlier and talk about love and how love, or the lack of love, is at the root of our dysfunction as soul brothers and sisters. And I wanted to talk about my pitiful love life. I want to show you a couple of the ladies that I really was in love with. And y'all know I got a crush on Terry Ellis, in Vogue. But I want to show you a couple of sisters. I was crazy about these women. Woo! And I want to talk about how our lack of love has caused us so much dysfunction. And maybe we'll do that Friday evening, maybe. I'm going to try. But tonight, I got distracted. And I went to I didn't go to, but I had a phone conference. And no, well, yes, I was, we were, according to her, we was, because I never really said anything about it, and I never did deny, so Sister Nova said we was dating, and so I guess we was. I don't like telling folks my business like that. I let you guess. Because, really, it's nobody's business. But she put it out there, and I'm not going to deny. So, yeah, but we're not dating, but she's my friend. But I was invited to this telephone conference, and it was supposed to be a conference of exploring how to solve a certain problem or a certain issue. And when it was all said and done, the issue was me. I was called an abuser. I was called I have no empathy for people. I was called contradictory and a flip-flopper. It was really, really horrible. I mean, I was painted like a monster. I'm like, wow. And I was in a situation, again, where I was double teamed, and it was just me against the world. So be it. And so that made me want to come on here tonight, because it's upsetting when you trust people. Matter of fact, it was our soul sister Karen that told me. She said, and she told me, when people show you who they are, you best pay attention. And that's very wise. And I understand that. And, you know, from my meeting tonight, that's a very true statement. When people show you who they are, even if y'all make up, even if it seems like you're hashing things out, you always have to move with caution, because they shown you who you are or who they are. And that's very wise. What you said, Maya Angelou also said that? Angel Snup 8 said, Maya Angelou always said that. Yeah, that's a true statement. Now, there are many of you who are in the chat room right now. And many of you in the chat room, many of you who are listening and have been listening to me for years, I have never, ever made one video calling myself the high and mighty. I never made one video claiming I never do nothing wrong, that I never make error, I don't make mistakes, that I'm a human being. I never said I was the all-wise, the all-knowing, none of these things. I never come before you and talk to you that way. Never. So as a human being, and okay, Angel Snup 8. Yeah, I did see you comment on that video, right. So if I'm a human being and I'm capable of mistakes, then I can accept the consequences of those mistakes. However, if you say you care, however, if you say that you're my friend, why are you going to condemn me on the mistake that I made instead of showing me some kind of forgiveness, instead of condemnation? if you're my friend. I made a mistake. What I'm supposed to do? And this has been a problem for me because folks say I don't sound as though I'm really sorry. They say I don't sound like I'm sorry. You don't look like you're sorry. It goes back to accusatory behaviors that we talked about. I don't believe you're sorry. It don't sound like you're sorry. Your voice, your tone. But I told you that I'm sorry. And I don't even have to apologize to your ragged ass. What the hell do you want? You want me to kiss your ass? I think that's what a lot of people really want. Want you to grovel. Shine their shoes and buck dance for them. I told you I'm sorry. What else do you want? You want me to make a special video for you? You want me to buy you some KFC? What the hell do you want? So in essence, what they do is they call you a liar. I cannot make nobody believe anything I say. If a person believes I'm a white man, there's nothing I can say that can tell, well, I'm a soul brother, I'm a black man, I'm an African. No, you white to me. What can you do with somebody like that? As far as they're concerned, I'm a white man. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, I'm a white man. So that has been a problem for me. And it is used against me because my apology is not good enough, because it's not the right tone. It's not painted in a way that is acceptable to the high and mighty. It's going to be a while before I mess with KFC. That's probably what got me fat. Messing around with KFC too many times and don't exercise. So I was going to talk about love tonight. That's what I wanted to talk about. There was when some of you are able to read my autobiography, you're going to learn about this young lady named Tiffany. I fell in love with Tiffany on sight. Now they say that's not possible. Love at first sight. That's what they say. I disagree. I'm gonna tell you. As soon as I saw this young girl, she was a young lady at the time, because I'm probably like almost 15 years older than she is, or something like that. I don't know what it was. 11. I know I'm older than she was. I was a little bit older, because I think I still was in my 20s, but she was only 19. So I was probably 29. Let me see. Yeah, I probably was 29. And she was 18 or 19. And she was married with 2 children already. Something about this girl I was crazy about. So I beg to differ about this love at first sight thing. You can. It was just something about this young lady. I mean, I just liked her. I can't. There's no way else to explain it. So I got to know Tiffany, and Tiffany was married. Tiffany was married with 2 children. And I talk with Tiffany every day. Now, I met Tiffany when I was locked up. So the chances of me getting with Tiffany was way up in there. Who knows? I couldn't, I'm locked up. And I'm looking at lifetime lockup. But at the same time, when you like somebody, you still don't want to see them with somebody else. I don't want to see Terry Ellis with somebody else. I don't like it still. I still don't like it. I might never meet Terry in my life. I still don't want her to be married to somebody else. I don't want her to be dating somebody else. I don't like it. That's how it is when you like somebody. But there's a line I do not cross. There's a line I do not cross. This young lady who was married with 2 children, even though I liked her, I'm not going to mess with a married woman. I'm not going to have nobody accuse me of being involved in breaking up a family. That's a line I don't cross. I don't mess with married women. Now, if she don't have a ring on her finger, I think it's all up for grabs. May the best man win. But when a woman has took a vow to another person, that's a line I don't cross. I don't do that. And anybody with any kind of character to themselves, they wouldn't do it either. That's just a woman you can't have. She got a ring on her finger. She promised herself to another person. So Tiffany was telling me about her married life and her husband. And to me, her husband sounded like a real good person to me. And I told her that. I said, well, why don't y'all seek counseling? Now, here I am in the crazy house. I'm trying to give advice to somebody who's free. Okay? Now, she telling me about her husband. Now, if he sounded like a bad person, I would have advised her to, she need to get out of that relationship. But this man was a hard worker. He had a regular job, plus he was in the National Guard. He took real good care of her. Her problem with him was he was playing too many video games. And she wasn't getting the attention that she wanted. That was her problem she had with him. Everything else, as far as paying the bills and the children that she had was not even his children. The children that she had was by another man. And he accepted those children as his own. He sounded like a pretty good brother to me. Now, if I didn't have any character, I would take advantage of this and put some poison in her ear, because I don't want her to be with nobody. Even though I'm locked up, I don't want her to be with nobody. So I want her to look at her husband in a negative way so I can get my hands on her. See? But I didn't do that. I'm the man with no empathy. I'm the man that has no character. I'm the man that's a contradictor and a flip-flopper. Hey, Fat Albert. Hey. Fat Albert in the house, y'all. So, I told that young lady, why don't you seek counsel? Why don't you seek counsel? And why don't you do whatever you can to try to work it out? Now, I told you this young lady, she attracted somebody else, another one of the staff members. Now, I like the young lady. I'm telling her to stay with her husband and try to work it out. But one of the staff members liked the young lady, and he was free. And of course, he's advising her to do the opposite because he want to get with her. He don't care nothing about her marriage. I want to get in them panties. And he was successful. And her marriage did fall apart. But you can't blame me for that, because I was trying to keep two people that had a relationship together, because as far as I was concerned, I had respect for their marriage, and I also had a respect for them as soul brothers and sisters, black men and black women. I'm not going to do that to my brother. I'm not going to do that. So the title of this video is, would you marry your brother's ex-wife? So look, you got a brother, and I believe the deacons are brothers, so they could relate to this scenario. So your brother got a wife. And the marriage starts getting a little shaky. Now, I'm going to skip the fact that you're married. I'm going to skip, and let's just say that now your brother is actually divorced. He's divorced from your brother. Now, my first question would be, when they was together, would you hit on your brother's wife while they are married? What kind of advice would you be giving your brother and his wife? Would you be trying to keep your brother and his wife, try to keep that family together? Or because you like his wife, you want to spit some kind of poison? Okay, so now let's say that your brother is actually divorced from your wife. Would you go after your brother's wife? What you said, Jermaine and Randy did it? How disgusting. See, for me, especially when it comes to my biological brother, I do not want a woman that my brother slept with, that my brother had a situation with. I wouldn't want that anyway. Now, I don't know if that brother don't give a damn if he approve. I guess go for the gusto. Your brother don't give a damn. But what if your brother do? What if he do have a problem with somebody that he was married to, and now you creep on? Matter of fact, one of the reasons of why your brother and his wife is divorced is because you went to the wife and told her, you know, I know that's my brother and everything, but you know, he shouldn't have done what he done. I'm better for you. So how would y'all feel about that scenario? Here's your brother going to your wife or ex-wife, yeah, my brother, and talking that way to your ex-wife. Yeah, that's my brother, all right, but he shouldn't have treated you that way. This is the way I would have treated you. I would have treated you like a queen. I would have treated you like a princess. See, do you see where I'm going with this? Now, if this person really was your brother, he would have went to the couple and said, y'all need to get counseling. You need to see if y'all can work this out. But one thing you don't do, you cross the line with your brother. See, that's something I don't do. If me and the twins were cool and we had a brother relationship, I'm not gonna hit on their ex-girlfriends. I'm not going to do that. That's a line I do not cross. I don't care how big her booty is. I don't care how much money she got or what kind of car she drives or whatever it is she got going on. I'm not crossing that line, because what will happen is that I'm going to cause conflict with my deacons for trying to hit on their ex-girlfriends. It's going to cause conflict. Well, that's a lot of woman going to waste. Maybe she wasn't good enough for you. She good enough for, I could do so. That's your brother's ex-wife. That's your brother's ex-girlfriend. How do we feel about associates? I'm not going to cross the line, and I got a good relationship with somebody from the NAACP, and I got a brother who I'm cool with from the NAACP. I'm not going to bring her to join me, because that's going to mess up my relationship with my brother from the NAACP, because there's too much here involved. And what's going to happen is, really, when it's all said and done, the whole thing is going to fall apart. The next time you see them, nobody is going to be together. Nobody. I'm just saying, for me, there's lines I don't cross. When you look at Jerry Springer and Maury Povich and some of these reality talk shows, whatever they call, you see people doing this kind of disgusting stuff all the time. Brothers sleeping with their girlfriends, sisters sleeping with their sisters' boyfriends, all this kind of stuff. Nobody has no moral character. Nobody has no kind of boundaries. You're just going to do anything because the only thing on your mind, I want to pleasure myself. What feel good for me? That's true. But it does happen. Yeah, a lot of those shows, of course, they're fake. But a lot of this stuff do happen. Because I know about it. I've known people that will go, mess with supposed to be their best friend, and as soon as their best friend dump them, they jump on it. Like, damn, all these men and women in the world, y'all gotta go mess with somebody your best friend and your brother had? You that damn pathetic? That's right, Howard Hewitt. So when your brother bring that to your attention, you don't feel he's wrong? Hey man, you messing with my ex-wife. You really don't think your brother should be feeling some kind of way? And then, not only are you messing with my ex-wife or my ex-associate or friend or whatever, but you're spitting poison to them and others to justify your activity. Well, see, my brother ain't no good anyway. There's a lot of brothers, there's a lot of sisters, there's a lot of people who don't have friends. They was good friends for years and years and years, and that type of stuff broke them up. Because somebody was so pitiful and pathetic, they crossed the line, they got to go get somebody else. I don't want to say leftovers, but somebody else they was associated with. There's a line I don't cross. I don't mess with married women. I don't mess with people who I'm friends with. I don't mess with their ex-girlfriends or ex-wives. I don't mess with married women. I don't mess with none of my associates, ex-wives and girlfriends and stuff like that. Or daughters. Oh, I gotta add that too. You got people, you got men, and their best friend's daughter she gets some age on her. You hit on your best friend's daughter. Well, she's 18, 19, 20, or 30, or whatever. That's your friend. There's a line that you don't cross. Are you that desperate? You so out there? To me, that sounds like desperation. Are you that pathetic? All these women, all these people, why you have to mess with somebody, and then you got the nerve to say, that's my brother. That's my sister. You messing with their ex, or you messing with their daughter or son. You have women who mess with their best friend's son. There's certain lines that you shouldn't cross. That's your best friend's son, lady. We fell in love. What about the love you claim you had for your sister? Y'all been friends for 25 years. No, my putty tat is talking. That young boy can handle my putty tat. And that's what it's all about. Don't give a damn about how other people feel. It's about what I want. And that's what I'm accused of. I'm accused about what I want. I don't think about other people's feelings. Yeah, but I'm not crossing no lines. I'm not so pathetic, I'm crossing lines to mess with my brother's wife. I'm not going to do that. and then you spit poison against me to justify to my ex-wife or my wife why I'm no good. Well, you see, I would have done this for you. You know, I would have bought you that car. He just a cheapskate. He just a cheapskate. I would have bought you that car. I would have bought you that house. I would have stood in front of you and took that bullet. He ran away when y'all was getting robbed. I would have stayed there and took the bullet and died for you. Well, if you gonna stand there and take a bullet for, your ass wouldn't have it anyway because your ass be dead. Duh. But you see, some folks just don't have any character. They don't have any morals. They have no boundaries. And so I went to this meeting, and boundaries was crossed. And I'm doing my best to maintain myself, because I'm not supposed to tell the public nothing. I'm supposed to let you, these people who cross boundaries, who betray trust, I'm supposed to just let them do what they do. I'm supposed to be quiet and not let people know who and what they are. Because if they do that to me, they'll do it to others. And if they broke my trust, they'll betray you. Once somebody show you what they are, you best move forward with caution. I don't hold grudges. I don't hate nobody. And I treat people fair. I treat people just. I don't care what they say. If I was on a jury, you better hope somebody like me is on a jury. Because I'm going to treat you with justice. And the reason why I will treat you with justice is because I myself was denied justice for 10 years. The reason why I was locked up for 10 years, because I was denied justice. I was denied being treated fair. So why would I turn around and do that to somebody else, what was done to me? I'm not going to do it. And I don't mind. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not what they say, I'm not a shit starter. But just like you, I have the right to feel the way I feel. I have the right to defend my position just like you do. You are guilty of what the same thing that you're accusing me of is you're not listening to me. Because the only thing I can hear from the meeting, what I want. What's good for me. That's all I heard in the meeting. And condemnation of me. How I'm a bad guy. What's wrong with me? I shouldn't do this and I shouldn't do that. But you crossing the line. You are acting in a betrayal-like manner. You are. I'm just putting this out here, and I hope that it doesn't go further than this. Because it will disappoint, and it will again set back and hurt many of us. But people act like, to me, a lot of people act like I'm not human, that I don't feel pain. I don't feel hurt. I feel pain. I feel hurt. I have emotions. If I feel you betrayed me, that's how I feel. If I feel that you lied on me, that's how I feel. Just like you feel, the way you feel. But I don't have the right. Only other people, Angel Snubbing Up 7, people can talk about me like a dog, call me all kinds of names, accuse me. They don't have no degrees in psychiatry and psychology. They always come to me with this, want to diagnose my problem. You don't have no degree in psychiatry. You have no degree in psychology. And you diagnosing somebody. The people with the degrees got it wrong. So who the hell are you? All those things these people accuse me of, I have no empathy. Well, the people, according to the people that actually studied me for 10 years, they don't report that. They don't report Angel Snubbing Up 7 don't have no empathy. The people that actually studied Angel Snubbing Up 7 do not report that I'm an abuser of nobody, women or men. The people that actually studied me do not report that I make mockery of people's abuse. The people that actually studied me for 10 years. And if you really was interested in my psychological profile, you give me $300 and I will make you a copy of everything about me so you can see for yourself what my enemies, these people are not my friends. These are what my enemies wrote about me. You're not going to find nowhere in those whole 10 years where they said I was verbally abusive to anybody or physically abusive to anybody. You're not going to see in those papers nowhere I called a woman a hoe or a bitch or nothing like that. There's nowhere in that material you're going to find where they say Angel Snubbing Up 7, he don't have no empathy for others. If I didn't have empathy for others, why was I helping people get out of that crazy house and not charging them a dime? And they was getting free. You're just making up stuff to justify what you want. So you need to paint me as the worst, some kind of monster, to justify what you want. And that's what it's all about, what I want. So I'm supposed to sit back here and be quiet, and you go on about your merry way, la 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 la. Because if you betrayed me, look, I'm gonna say this in my conclusion. I'm gonna say this. How would you feel if you was with somebody, okay, a man and a woman, you was with somebody, and you don't have to be in a relationship or nothing. You was just with a friend or associate or whatever. But you decide, look, I'm going to support you in your dream. I'm going to support you in what you want to do. I'm going to pay the bills. I'm going to work hard. You want to be a doctor or whatever that person want to be. Because you think if this person become a doctor or they're successful, because you supported them, they're going to share their success with you. So you pay the bills, and they finally graduate and they become Mr. Big Shot Doctor or whatever it is. And the only reason why they are like that is because you sat back and you supported them for years. And then they look at you because you had to go to McDonald's every day, work 2 or 3 jobs. Now they making a 6-figure salary. They look at you, you ain't good enough. You ain't good enough. And I don't like the way you turn the TV off, because I was trying to look at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you always turn the TV off. That's their excuse. So I got to cut you loose, because now I got all the cable I want, and somebody else is giving me a better deal. But the reason why they got you, or the only reason why they want you, is because you supported them for years and years and years to get them where they at. Now, how would you feel? I think all of us would feel some kind of way if we supported somebody through thick and thin, and then they turn around and say, well, I wish you the best in life. I got to go, I got to do my thing. You ain't on my level no more or whatever. And the person where they going to, they didn't do nothing. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even want them from where they come from. They wouldn't even want them. Now, wouldn't you feel some kind of way about that? Even they would feel some kind of way about that. But it was a comedian. Not only this comedian, it was a comedian, Johnny Carson. He's deceased now, but y'all remember Johnny Carson, The Tonight Show? But he's a good example. When he was just getting into radio or whatever, his wife supported him through thick and thin. And of course, he became the host of The Tonight Show. Very, very successful man. Millions and millions of dollars. And he divorced her. He divorced his wife that supported him through the whole struggle when they had nothing. And then when he paid his ex-wife that supported him, gave her the bare minimum of child support and alimony. And then he married 2 other women that he eventually divorced, and they took half. Each time he got married, these women that didn't do a damn thing for him, they took half when they divorced him. Wow. So according to the logic of the people in the conference that I was with, that is acceptable behavior. They side, according to the logic of those I had a conference with, it's all right to mess around with your brother's ex-wife. It's all right for Johnny Carson to marry these 2 other women and give all his money away to them and didn't do a damn thing for the woman that supported him when he didn't have a damn dime. You know, I heard Richard Pryor did it too. I heard Richard Pryor did that to his first wife. And she was black, I believe. I think Richard Pryor also done that. Because I think I heard Richard Pryor say he was only paying $100. Now look, you know Richard Pryor is a millionaire. And Richard Pryor was proud to say, I only pay $100 a month child support. How the hell the court gonna let that man get away with that? Now I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I heard Richard Pryor was bragging about he paid only $100 in child support. And he gave these other women that didn't have nothing to do with his success, gave them millions, thousands of millions of dollars. But you know, the people on this conference, that type of behavior is all right with them because that's what they do. They don't mind crossing boundaries because it's about what they want. They have no scruples. They have no boundaries. I would rather be by myself. I'm not going to mess with my brother's wife, whether they are married or it's my brother's ex-wife. I'm not going to do it. I don't care how much booty she got, her breasts, her money, how cute, or whatever it is. I'm not messing with my brother's wife or my friend's daughter. I'm not doing that. I'm not crossing these lines. But for some people, they have no character. And there's another thing that Sister Karen taught me. Sister Karen said, she told me there's something about loyalty. I'm not going to talk about Sister Karen. I'm just going to tell you about the positive things that I learned from Sister Karen. There's a thing called loyalty. So I can see why Sister Karen was upset with me, because she felt as though I had said something and I was not loyal. But all the thing I was saying to Sister Karen is, I was not talking about you. It was not my intent to hurt you, sister. But Sister Karen taught me about being loyal. And that's something I cannot take away from Sister Karen, because that is what she is. She taught me about loyalty. These people are not loyal. And I don't know whether she's going to listen to this video or not, but I really truly feel bad about, what happened between ourselves, because she is loyal. She's a loyal person. And she spoke out of emotion because she thought that her brother had betrayed her trust, and I understand that. And that's why I allowed her to beat me up for 3 hours. I took it. I took the beating. Whether I'm guilty or innocent, I took the beating. Because she is loyal. And she is a good sister. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that she's not. She's a good person. I'm not going to tell you that. Matter of fact, the people on this conference call are good people. But at the same time, you are guilty of the same thing that you claim that I'm guilty of. You're not listening to me either. You're not listening to my complaint. You're not listening to my point of view. You only care about what you want, how you feel. And you don't mind crossing boundaries. You're not loyal to nobody. Sister Karen taught me about loyalty. you're not really loyal to nobody. And so you want me, knowing that I know that you're not loyal to nobody, you want me to be quiet and just say, oh yeah, just let it go, let things go, and not let other people know that you're not loyal. Because you're not loyal to me, you're not going to be loyal to them. You have no problem crossing lines. You have no scruples. You have no loyalty. Those who support you, you'll turn on them. Because somebody else come and bring you something that look more prettier. And that person will stab you in the back. Because what I want. There's a lot of people on the earth. Why do I need to mess with, why is it important that I mess with my brother's wife? My brother's daughter? Sneak around with my best friend's mama. Some of y'all do that too, you know. You mess around with your best friend's mama. We don't have any scruples. There's no boundaries. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything. That's why we come together and we talk things out. Shawty RZA said, best friend only after you get caught. You know something? I'm going to tell you. One of my friends' mama, to me, she was banging. But I would never try to cross that line. I would never try to do that. I wouldn't do that. You know, you keep that to yourself and you don't act on it. There's lines that you do not cross. He don't know that I had a crush on his mama like that. And his mama don't know him. Because even when I was younger or whatever, there's lines you don't cross. So I want to thank you, everybody in the chat room. I want to thank you for showing up tonight. Fat Albert say he would cross that line. Hey, hey, hey. I want to thank everybody for helping me in my therapy tonight. Because you cannot get therapy in a hostile environment. I'm in a conference and people are telling me this is about healing. This is about moving forward. But everything was about what I did wrong, condemnation of me. That's what it was all about. Nobody on my side, nobody understands. They don't want to understand. They don't want to understand where I'm coming from because, see, you have an agenda. And your agenda is you simply want what you want. And you really don't give a damn about my feelings or anything anyway. You're the one that have no empathy. Why you don't want me to talk about this in the public? Why you don't want me to bring this to the public? Why you don't want other people to know how you roll? Because if you did it to me, you'll do it to others. You stab me in the back, you'll stab somebody else in the back. I would like for this to remain just an analogy or an allegory, however you want to put it. But I have seen, I'm listening to my chat room, and I don't see nobody who would agree with this behavior where if somebody supports you and then you turn your back on them after they support you and helped you get where you at. I did not say make you. Richard Pryor's wife did not make Richard Pryor. Johnny Carson's wife did not make Johnny Carson. But they supported them when they had nothing. And then they turned on them when they became successful. Now that you got a little something, you turn your nose up. I don't need you no more. But a few years ago, your ass was crying. What I'm gonna do? A few years ago, you was crying. I'm gonna kill myself. But now you don't need that support no more. Now you feel you're on your own. I don't need your ass no more. I don't like how you talk to me. I talk, and I have been the way I've been ever since you know me. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing. Now all of a sudden, don't need you no more. Well, since you're not with, since you're not, so my best friend say, well, since you and your wife gonna divorce, I mean, that's a good woman to me. I'm gonna go ahead and get with that. That's acceptable behavior for people who have no scruples. That's acceptable behavior for people who have no morals, who have no boundaries. And I see nobody in the chat room except Fat Albert, because he said he would cross that line. Hey. Nobody that I see in the chat room, what I described, they're not down with that kind of behavior. If Terry Ellis was married, if I ever get to meet Terry Ellis, and she's married, that's the end of my dream. I'm not going to interfere with her relationship with a man that she found good enough she wanted to be married to. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cross that line. I mean, if I want to invoke, lady, I think Don Robinson is still available, and Maxine and Rona, but I won't cross that line. I won't do that. And if I saw Terry and her husband, which is not my friend, now he's not my friend, but if I saw that her and her husband was having problems, I would not spit poison in her ear against him. I would do just like I did way back in the day with that young girl. I would suggest, Terry, that you and your husband go into counseling or go talk to your reverend. Go see if y'all can work it out. I wouldn't say, well, he don't want you, he don't treat you good. Terry, I love you. I always love you, baby. I wouldn't do that. Because I support black love. I do support black people. I don't support division. I don't support hatred and division. Well, the way you talking sound like you might be want to try to make a move that's gonna cause division. No, that's called putting information out there so others can judge. You don't want to be judged. You want to put me on a conference in private and judge me. You want to judge me and call me an abuser. I don't have no empathy for nobody. And paint me like some kind of monster. Well, if that's good enough for me, for you to judge me, why can't others judge you? Let's see what you about. And if you shiny and clean, shouldn't bother you none, right? I don't care what nobody say about me. I know who I am. You can say anything you want to about me. They've been doing it since 2007. It don't bother me at all. Nobody can claim I scammed them out of no money. Nobody can say that I punched them in the face. Nobody can say that I stole something from them. Nobody can say a damn thing except they upset because they don't like my opinion. That's the best they can do. That's the best you can do. All these people that talk about they had a problem with me, that's all they have is a problem. They never bring no evidence to back up what they say. And on top of that, if you pay for it, I'm not going to do it. If you pay for it, I will take a lie detector test. I will take a lie detector test. And I will pass. And you know I will pass. That's why you won't pay for it. Now, there were some people that was lying on me a few years ago. And Sister Ann, shout out to Sister Ann X, she know about this. I told those people, and I called those people liars. I told them, I will pay for the lie detector test. The only thing you got to do is go take it. And none of them, don't cost them nothing. The only thing they have to do is go. I will set it up. Tell me your city, where you live at. I will go on the internet and find who can do the test. I will pay for the lie detector test. Only thing you got to do is go there and take the test. Nobody took me up on my offer because they knew they was liars. They want you to take what they say on face value. I will take a lie detector test. You gonna pay for it. And if I want to prove you a liar, if I don't have the evidence like that, I will pay for the lie detector test. But you won't go take it. They won't go take it. See, I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to get out of here. See, for me, the truth hurts me. Your lies and your stories and your I thinks and I believe and I assume, that don't hurt me. What hurt me is the truth. And contrary to belief, I've had people that actually bring the truth to me, and I said, you got me. I accept what you say. I didn't have no problem with it. It's been a few people that brought me, they said that what I was saying wasn't true, blah, blah, blah. And they brought me information, and I said, damn, you're right. And I told them, thank you, because you helped me be a better person. I was in error. You showed me that I was in error. I want to thank you for that. You have people, look, you have people, and that's why I don't like debating people, and I don't get into that debating stuff, going back and forth, because it don't make no difference what you show them or what evidence you got. They're going to believe what they believe. So that's a waste of my time. Way back in the day, I used to do that. I'm not doing that no more. That's a waste of time. Because people going to believe what they believe. That's a waste of my time. And guess what? Angel Snuffing Up 7 still love you. I'm like Tupac. I ain't mad at you. But they get angry at me. They get angry at me because I say something about their belief or their religion or whatever it is. They get angry, want to kill me. I can't say nothing. I don't have an opinion. I can't express myself. But they can holler and scream and talk any kind of way they please. They can scream, but if Angel Snuffing Up 7 scream, why are you screaming like that? That's a sign of some kind of mental disorder. Oh, but they scream. They holler and they yell. Nothing wrong with their yelling and hollering. They could do it forever, and there's no problem. But when Angel Snuffing Up 7 talk loud, when Angel Snuffing Up 7 yell, it's a problem. And usually the problem is because I said something they don't like about them. But as long as I'm screaming and hollering, whatever the hell I'm doing, about something else, go ahead, brother. Teach, brother, teach. Preach, brother, preach. But then when I say something they don't like, why you gotta yell like that? Why you gotta holler like that? Why you gotta do all that? Yeah, I'm real loud. But I just want to thank you, everybody. Why is everybody awake early in the morning like this? You know, I need to come online and do my live streams at night, because it seems like it's better at night. It really do. This is normal, you say? I think I'm gonna start doing a lot of my live streams at night. But I want to thank you for this therapy, because I feel much better. I'm more calmer. Because in that conference, the only thing they were doing to me was just making me more angry and angry. You cannot, what kind of result you think you're going to get by condemning somebody and telling somebody how messed up they are? But there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, no problem with you. You're holier than thou. Everything you say and do is cool. Oh, but Angel Snuff, oh yeah. He got a mental problem. He needs a psychiatrist, psychologist. And these people don't have no degrees at all. Accusing me of things they have no evidence. Even this cracker that don't like me wouldn't even accuse me of the things these people accuse me of. And they studied me for 10 years. I'm a fair person. I'm an honest person. People have trusted me with their brand new cars. People have trusted me with thousands and thousands of dollars. I ain't still a dime. Their brand new cars. They trust me with their wives and their children. Man, you gonna let that dude, damn, I hate that word, dude. Man, you gonna let that fellow be around your wife and children like that? That's Taalik. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's cool. And I proved them right. I have had men's wives hit on me. And I told these wives, I don't do that. That's my brother. I don't do that. That's a line I don't cross. You are a married woman. Work on your marriage. I don't do that. I've had 2 married women do that to me. And I told those women, I don't do that. Fat Albert said, bring them to me. But there's lines I don't cross. There's things that I just don't do. But people looking out for themselves. What I want. It's about me. How I feel. So people need to know, if you're dealing with these people, it's about what they want, how they feel. And they will sell you out. They will stab you in the back to get what they want. Because you did it to me. And I don't care how you tried to justify it, that's what you done. Nobody here in the chat room is approving this type of behavior. But you approve of a brother messing around with his brother's ex-wife. That's all right with you. Well, they ain't married no more. Why can't the brother? See, they don't find nothing wrong with that. They don't find nothing wrong. See, I'm going to say this, I'm going to get out of here. I was in the Nation of Islam for years. I'm going to say this and get out of here. I gave Minister Farrakhan 9 years of my life. Since I was a teenager. I was a teenager. I supported Minister Farrakhan for 9 years. And these people actually think I'm not supposed to feel some kind of way when I go to Mr. Farrakhan, I go to the Nation of Islam and say, hey, will you help me do something because I help you? I'm wrong in asking Mr. Farrakhan, since I was 18 years old, I helped him become what he has become today, whether you like it or not. I don't have the right to go to him and say, Brother Farrakhan, I have something called the Mississippi Campaign. I mean, could you help me promote it or help me some kind of way? They don't respond. How do they respond to me? You a hypocrite. You a traitor. Allah is punishing you. That's how they talk to me. Only a few handful of Muslims actually treat me the way I need to be treated. They said, brother, thank you for your service. I'm not going to help you, but thank you for your service. And leave it at that. But you got these bastards. You betrayed the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You turned on Allah. I helped Minister Farrakhan for 9 damn years, you. Woo! Almost got me cussing up in this joint. I gave you 9 years of my life. I was a teenager. And what did you give me? What did I get? Nothing. It don't cost the Nation of Islam nothing for them to let people know and talk about the Mississippi Campaign. Don't cost them nothing. How does it hurt them? Hey, we got a brother here. He was a good soldier for us for 9 years in the nation. And he's got something called the Mississippi Campaign. We want to give the brother a 15 minutes. Brother, come up here and let the people know, let them tell the people about your Mississippi Campaign. How does that hurt them? Like you said, talk soul to me. How does it hurt Minister Farrakhan for them to talk about the Mississippi Campaign? It don't cost them nothing. I mean, even if it's a one-shot deal, brother, you can come to Mosque Myron and we'll give you 15 minutes to talk about the Mississippi Campaign. They don't do nothing. I gave you 9 years of my life. I was 18 years old. And you won't give me 15 minutes? The people that I had this conference with, I assume they agree with that. That's a good thing. That's cool. Because they have the same logic. Mr. Farrakhan don't owe you nothing. Yeah, but I helped Minister Farrakhan become who he is. I didn't make Minister Farrakhan. I supported him. Helped him get where he's at today. And hell, they don't even want to give me that credit. Matter of fact, Minister Farrakhan know who I am. Mr. Farrakhan know who I am. He know my family. I'm not no stranger. And Brother Akbar, who is really his second in command, he used to go by the name Brother Larry X. Prescott. I worked with Brother Larry. He was the minister of my temple. Worked with him every day for years. And he's Minister Farrakhan's second in command. They was jealous of me when Brother Akbar, haven't seen me in a long time, and Brother Akbar treated me like a brother. Hey, I ain't seen you in a long time, young man. And they was jealous. Because many of them aren't close to Minister Farrakhan or Brother Akbar. And here I am, come off the street. Who is this Negro? Come off the street, and he get the lovey-dovey with the brother. That's why, see, hate and jealousy. That's the reason why I wasn't able to get that interview with Minister Farrakhan in 2010. Because I had talked to Brother Akbar about it the day before. Minister Farrakhan wasn't in town yet. And I asked Brother Akbar, I said, can I get a sit down with the minister? He'll be in town tomorrow. And he said, sure, that shouldn't be a problem. But those brothers, those FOI, they kept me from the minister. Sure did. Jealousy. They made sure I was very, very far away from Minister Farrakhan. Jealousy and envy. Minister Farrakhan know my family. Brother Akbar, they know me. I'm not no stranger to them. I was there in the early days of the rebuilding. It wasn't a whole lot of us. We all knew each other. I got a letter from Minister Farrakhan that he wrote me. And he thanked me for my service in the Nation of Islam back in the 80s. But the people that I was in the conference with, I guess, oh, that's good behavior. See, that tells me what kind of people that I was dealing with all the time. When a person show you what they are, you need to move with caution. See, people need to recognize if the Nation of Islam treat me that way, and I gave them 9 years of my life, how you think they really feel about you? They only mess with me as long as I could give them something, as long as I could do something for them. But as soon as I can't do nothing for them or whatever, see, they cut me loose. I want nothing to do with you. I don't do that. I'm going to always remember my deacons here and how they supported this ministry. I'm going to always, they can leave, but I'm going to always remember how they supported this ministry. I'm never going to forget that. And I'm not going to get mad because they left. Because they supported this ministry. How can you turn your back on somebody that was your support system when you had nothing? When you was crying? Thank you, twin. Thank you, Soul Brother 85. You tell a person, I got to cut you loose. I don't want no affiliation with you. Because I don't need you no more. I'm standing strong on my own now. Thanks for the support, but I don't need you no more. And you don't think that's betrayal. You don't think that's stabbing somebody in the back. If it wasn't for support of that person, where would you be? You can stand strong because you stood on the shoulder of somebody else that was supporting you. Minister Farrakhan stands strong because he was standing on the shoulders of people that believed in him and supported him. I'm not the only one he stabbed in the back. He stabbed Brother Malcolm in the back. Farrakhan stabbed Brother Malcolm in the back. And Farrakhan stabbed Khalid Muhammad in the back. Khalid Muhammad was willing to take a bullet and carried a gun to protect Minister Farrakhan. But when things got rough, Farrakhan said, I gotta cut you loose, gotta let you go. These Jews is on my case too hard. You running, you talking or whatever. And see, the thing about it is, for those who've been in the Nation of Islam, I heard Minister Farrakhan speak way worse than what Khalid said. So that's a bunch of bull doo-doo. Now, what was that? King's College, 1996, something like that. I think that's when that incident with Khalid Muhammad happened. And I wasn't in the Nation at all because I had totally gave up by 1989, so I was not in the Nation at all. But I did attend the Million Man March, and I still supported the Nation of Islam. I still went out to the meetings. See, that's another thing. I still supported the things that the Nation of Islam was doing. I still brought people out to hear the message. I still bought bean pies and fish sandwiches. I supported the Million Man March. I did all those things. That's not good enough for them. They want you to be their slave. And they just want to use you. But going back to Khalid Muhammad, that was 1996. Anybody can tell you, look, anybody can tell you in the 80s, Minister Farrakhan talked like Khalid Muhammad and worse in the 1980s. I listened to Khalid Muhammad's speech from King College, and I'm like, what's the big deal? I heard Minister Farrakhan say things way worse than Khalid Muhammad. Matter of fact, in the 80s, Minister Farrakhan had the Jewish community so upset, they was outside actually protesting. They was outside with signs, protesting, talking about, who do we want? Farrakhan. How do you want him? Dead. Who do we want? Farrakhan. How do you want him? Dead. And I was outside waiting on them to make a move. Bring your ass on. Because if Farrakhan get killed today, there's going to be a whole lot of y'all suckers go along with him. I'm waiting for these suckers to come on across the street. Listen to me, I only weighed $150. I think I was only like 135 pounds. I'm out there waiting on these Peckerwoods, these Jews or whatever. Come on, bring it. If Farrakhan die, a lot of you gonna die today too. So Farrakhan had them really, really upset. Khalid Muhammad did not say anything no different. That was an excuse that Farrakhan used to get rid of him, just like they used the excuse Malcolm said the chickens come home to roost. They used that to get rid of Malcolm and sit him down. And according to the films, and shout out to brother Omar Shabazz, according to the films of Omar Shabazz, they intentionally didn't get the message to Malcolm not to speak on the Kennedy, don't make no reference to the Kennedy assassination. So he didn't even know. They're a bunch of bull crap. See, we dealing with some conniving people. Everybody that's smiling in your face, skin and grin in your face, ain't your friend. Nobody can accuse me of doing them wrong. Nobody can accuse me of not trying to make something right. I cannot make you accept my apology. I cannot make you accept my attempt at healing whatever injury you think I caused. I cannot make you. But nobody can say I did not try, because that's not my intent to hurt nobody. That's just not me. I don't do that. I don't go around trying to hurt people. I don't do that. Even when that Anthony Myron Ross person, he had lied on me or whatever, I told people the positive things about him because it was true. I told the police he was a good musician. He was a good record producer. He was a good promoter. All those things was true. And they held that against me. This man accused you of stalking. How you going to speak positive about him? Because it's the positive truth. It was true. They looked at me funny because I'm supposed to be filled with hatred. And even when all that was going on, I didn't even still hate the man. I did not hate him. I actually felt sorry for him, because I was a friend to that man. I supported him. Him and his family, their gas got cut off because he didn't pay the bill. I went and got him a kerosene heater, and I paid for the kerosene so him and his family can be warm, and that's how he repaid me back by sending me to the crazy house. That's how he paid me back. This is what you get for supporting certain people. He's freezing. Him and his family is freezing in the winter. He don't have no money. I go in my pocket and get a kerosene heater. I go in my pocket and buy kerosene so his family will be warm in that house. And he paid me back by sending me to the crazy house. That's how he repaid me back. He didn't have a car most of the time. Most of the time I never had a brand new car, but I usually kept two or three cars. I let him borrow a car so he can have a car. If his family gets sick, he can take them to the hospital or go get groceries or whatever. I put gas in the car. I was paying for the insurance. How did he pay me back? Oh, I'm going to send you to the crazy house. Thanks for being nice. And that's how these people think on this conference call that I was on. Yeah, thank you for what you done for me, but I'm just gonna stab you in the back here. It's all right. This is how I'm gonna repay you for your kindness. This is how I'm gonna repay you for just ignoring the past and let bygones be bygones. Now I'm going to do this to you. Yeah, thank you. I was crying back then, and I was going through a bad time. Thank you but I don't need you no more like that. That's their thinking also. They think just like Anthony Myron Ross, who is a serial killer, a manipulator, a deceiver, a liar, who actually is an abuser, who really does lack empathy, who really did beat up women and abuse women. I'm none of those things. You should be shaming yourself trying to paint me like something I'm not because you want something. So in order to justify what you want, Angel Snuffing Up 7 got to become a monster. Yeah, but you can't prove me to be a monster. Because I'm not a monster. I'm your brother. Whether you know it or not, I'm your brother. I don't go around trying to hurt people. People have done that to me. And I really should be psychologically damaged. Hell, I'm the one that shouldn't be on here talking about that brother and sister crap. Hell, I'm the one that should be on here making videos talking about I hate black people. Within the last few years, ain't no white folks bothering me. Within the last few years, ain't nobody gay, nobody lesbian, nobody Jew. Who bothering me? Pro-black folks, Pan-Africans, people like that. The main ones about, I sure love you, I love black people. They the main ones calling us Sambo and Uncle Tom and Aunt Bessie and Aunt Shemama and all these racist names they learned from their slave master. I can guarantee you, you get called nigger by these so-called black folks more than you ever have by white people. I know I have. I can count on my hand the times that I've been called nigger by white people. I can count on my hand. One hand. The first time I got called nigger, it was by a little white girl, and she didn't know no better. She just copying what she done heard. It was wintertime, and my friend and myself, we was walking to go buy our first bikes that we ever had. And we was walking by this little white girl's yard, and she was making a snowman. It was wintertime. And the little white girl, or pink girl, however you want to call it, I'm gonna respect her. I really don't like this name calling stuff. The little white girl looked up, and she looked at us like, Mama, there's some niggas out here. I'm like, wow. Now my friend wanted to jump across the fence and hit the little girl. The little girl was probably only 5 years old or something. She could barely talk. I'm like, for me, I'm like, no big deal. I know she learned that from something she heard. And the mother came out. Oh, I'm so sorry. She, yeah, old lady, whatever. She learned that in your house. Okay, whatever. And my friend, talking about he wanted to jump across the fence and hit the little girl, that would have been, look. Okay. Now, we already in the white neighborhood because, as you know, we don't have any stores in our neighborhood, not to buy a brand new bike. It was people in our neighborhood, you could buy a used bike, they go out to the junkyard or whatever. I don't know, some of y'all probably know back in the day, black people back in the day didn't throw away nothing. So brothers, they'll get old bicycle parts and lawnmower parts and stuff, make our own go-go karts and stuff or whatever from, pieces of bike, from the junkyard. I mean, that's where Fat Albert come from. Because black people, we didn't throw stuff away like that. We go to the junkyard or whatever, and get them old bikes. And them brothers, you know, back in the day we used to have skills. We don't have no skills no more. Brothers knew how to weld. They knew how to put stuff together. And they put and built, you know, take them old pieces of bike and make bikes out of them, usable bikes. So now what's going to happen? Now what would have happened to my friend? We already in the white community. And he jumped over that fence and slapped this little white girl. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. And mind you, this is still the 1970s. Some of y'all think that Jim Crow or whatever, it stopped in the 1960s. That did not stop. Matter of fact, in some places, it never ended. You can go to some of these old hick towns, and Jim Crow never stopped. But Jim Crow was still in effect in the 1970s. We in the white community, and my friend talking about he gonna slap a little white girl. Oh man. Woo! And this is the 1970s? Oh. Because she called you nigga. Believe me, you gonna get called more than nigga in a few minutes when the white police show up. And people and these folks find out what you done slapped a little baby white girl, and hell, I'm there. I'm gonna catch the heat too, simply because I'm there. You know, see, that's what happened when we start thinking and acting out of emotion. And I try not to do that, and I don't want to do that, because when we act out of emotion, we make some bad decisions. If he had jumped across that fence and hit that little little white girl, I might not be talking to y'all right now. I might not. So, again, I want to thank you for being my therapy tonight. I don't like being accused. Yes. I don't like being accused of something that was not my intent. I did not mean to do. And if I tell you that I did not mean that, then I would think that since I don't have a history of hurting you or trying to hurt you, I would think that you would give me the benefit of a doubt. Now, if it happened again, you can always make reference. Hey, remember, you done this before. Then I can understand your feelings. I have a right to defend myself. And if you have the right to judge me, then why I don't have the right to judge you? Why you want me to keep my judgment in private? Don't go out in the public. This is a private conversation. Why you don't want me to tell the people about how I feel? What happened with me? How I was treated? You want to come here and judge me, but you don't want to be judged. Because nobody here that I saw in the chat room, nobody except Fat Albert. Hey. Nobody approve of your behavior. Nobody. And they don't know what's going on. They weren't in the meeting. They don't know who I'm talking about. They don't know anything. I'm just talking about a certain behavior. A certain scenario. That's all I presented. And they said, that's not cool. And that's what what I described was my experience. Now, if you have something different to show, then don't be a coward and come out to the public and express it. Why you want to keep it in the shadows? Now, of course, I do know that a lot of folks would side with you because there's a lot of people that don't have any scruples. You have no loyalty. You have no boundaries. So, of course, what they say, birds of a feather flock together. But when I support somebody, I support them. When I support Minister Farrakhan, I supported him. Willing to give my life for him. That's how much I support Minister Farrakhan. And then he turn around, and the Nation of Islam turn around and won't help me at all. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm willing to take a bullet for you, Brother Farrakhan. And I was happy to do it. And I didn't play. I was one of the smallest FOI. I told you I only weighed about 130 pounds. But I was fast though. What I didn't have in size, what I didn't have in strength, I was fast. I'm not fast no more. I got all this weight on me. I'm messed up now. But when I was 18, 19 years old, 20, I was lightning fast. Yeah, you were stronger than me. Yeah, you bigger than me, but I'm faster than you. And I didn't play. When they put me on the front roster with Minister Farrakhan, my focus was protecting Minister Farrakhan at all costs. I was not listening to the meeting. I kept my eye on that audience. If anything ever come close to hurt Minister Farrakhan, I'm gonna be on your ass like white on rice. And anybody, it's a brother on Facebook who know me. He knew me when I was 18, 19 years old. Brother Ronald Stewart. I'm going to reach out to him on Facebook. I'm gonna see if I can get an interview. Cause see, he know me. All those people talk about you was a fake Muslim and blah blah blah. Brother Ronald was my captain in New York. He know me. He know how I was. He know my family too. You don't know a damn thing about me. I think I will do that, but not because I gotta prove something to you. I don't have to prove a damn thing to you. I want to interview my brother because I want to, and he can talk about the history of what was going on, and he can talk about me during the 80s. He knew me when I was 18, 19 years old. I was 18 years old, actually. Well, he knew me when I was 19, too. You don't know me. He knew me. He was my captain. No. Mr. Farrakhan didn't do nothing. They don't even answer how do it hurt? They don't even answer your letter. I don't know how many times I have wrote the Nation of Islam and they don't reply. But now, a few years back, I sent them a check, and I bet you that check got cashed. I sent them a donation like $50 or something like that, and they cashed that check, and they sent me a letter talking about, thank you, brother, may Allah bless you, some crap, whatever. They sure take my money. Yeah, these people sure take your money. But I'm an abuser. I'm a contradictory. What else? I'm a contradictor. I'm a flip-flopper. I don't have no empathy. And the list goes on and on. But if you send them a cash out, they sure take that money. Sure in hell will. What does that tell you about them? I told the people that sent me a donation, if you that really angry with me or have a problem with me like that, let me know. I will send your chump change back to you. It ain't that serious. So far, nobody asked me. I have no problem with it. Send me an email, cash out, or do you want me to send you a check in the mail? However, I'll give you your punk ass money back. It ain't that serious for me. You gave me a donation because you claim you want to help me in my time of need, of which many of you know. A few years ago, I gave away over $6,000 to family, friends, strangers, sisters at the checkout counter that didn't have enough money at the grocery store. I paid the bills off. I don't take. So now I'm sick, I can't work. I'm in the hospital, I just had major surgery. So you know I'm not working. My bills don't stop. So I thought you wanted to help me. But no, you want to donate to me so you can get special favors and you want some kind of control or whatever. I'll give you your money back. Give that money to somebody else and maybe you can control them with it. It ain't that serious. Because my hospital bill, out-of-pocket expense, at first it was $8,000. It's over $11,000, close to $12,000. So your little money, the little money I got from donations for my hospital fund, don't come nowhere near $12,000. Nowhere near. Now, if I was Tariq Nasheed or Minister Farrakhan, that bill would be easily paid. But I don't have it going on like that. And they getting all this money. I can show you where your money is going with. I got my hospital bills. I can show you my phone bills. The taxes I pay on my car. I can show you what I did with your money. Minister Farrakhan and Tariq Nasheed and all these people that these people are giving them thousands, millions of dollars to, ask them to show you what they're doing with their money. Which you don't. And most people don't give a damn what Farrakhan or what these people do with their money. Because they just obsessed with them. I wouldn't do that. I always want to be in a position, I'm going to show you what I've done with your money. And I'm not interested in living in no fancy house. Brother Taalik was here and visited me. Brother Taalik will tell you how pathetic and the bare minimum that I live. I don't have to show off in front of nobody. I've made enough money driving a truck I could have this big, beautiful house, brand new car, a boat in the driveway, all that kind of good stuff. I'm not interested. The only thing, material that I ever wanted was a gold watch. A real gold watch. That's the only thing, material that I ever really wanted was a real gold watch. And then when they start coming out with cell phones, cell phones, and you can tell time, I'm like, I don't even want to watch no more, because hell, most people tell time because of the cell phone. Hey, people not even wearing watches like they used to. And I don't even want to watch no more. So there's nothing material that I want. The only thing that I see of value in my life, and I will probably be dead from now in the next 20 years or whatever, the only thing I care about is you. The reason why I talk because of you. You want me here. If you didn't want me here, I wouldn't be here, because Google made sure they took down 100 of my channels. But it didn't make no difference. Y'all kept coming and built me right back up. So I don't care whether they like me or not. You like me and you want me here. So I'm here. And as long as you want me here, then I will come here and I will talk to you, whether it's 1,000 or whether it's 1. I will come and talk even if it's 0, and I've done it before. I've talked and came on a live stream and it was 0 watching, and I talked. Because I'm not looking for money, I'm not looking for booty, I'm not looking for fame and fortune. I'm looking to bring a message. If you hear the message, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool. I'm not mad at you. I've done what I feel I need to do. That's why I'm here. So I don't need your donations like that. I'll return your donation. I don't know, I guess some folks feel embarrassed. I guess that's why. Thank you so much, Z-Mad. Now, I would really like to know what I flip-flop about, because I've been consistent. And Brother Omar Shabazz just made a video saying that I'm consistent. What am I flip-flopping about? What am I I want to know these things. You know Taalik is going to get that money. And I wish Taalik well. I mean, if you got it like that, you got it like that. But it's a shame for all that to go to waste. Going to waste. But if that's what the people want, hey. If a crack addict won't crack, there's nothing that you can do about it. The only way a person can stop crack, they want to do that. If they want to smoke crack, there's nothing that you can do about it. Our people want crack. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can say or whatever. They do not want liberation. They don't want to be free. They like things just the way they are. They just don't want to be, just don't kill me on the street so much. That's all. Oh, ain't that something? Z-Man said he's been watching me since he was 18 years old. Wow. $18 years old. that is really inspiring and encouraging. And since you've been watching me since 18 years old, then you should be an expert on me. You should be able to know whether I'm a flip-flopper, I'm contradictory, or I have been consistent in my message. I know through the years I've changed a little bit, but my foundation always the same. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get out of here because it's late. Hey, there was a time that I called myself an African. I made a video. Hey, Z-Man, do you remember when I made a video and I said that I was an African? I don't know if you remember that or not. See, they tore down all my channels, so all my videos got took down. And I put a lot of those videos on Vimeo, on Facebook, and Daily Motion. But I can't find it. I don't know if I mirrored it, I copied it or not. But I did make a video because they put pressure on me to be an African. Why you don't think you're African? Why you don't think you're African? And you know, I submitted to peer pressure, and I made this video explaining how I'm an African. I only made one video, and I said I'm an African because I've never felt that way. Elijah Muhammad never taught us that we was Africans. Elijah Muhammad taught that we are the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. That's what he taught. That's what he taught me. And I was a Muslim for a long, long time. That's my foundation, and I never was into the African thing. I never was. I never had a connection and felt. Now Elijah Muhammad taught that they are our brothers and sisters, but he never taught we was African. He said an Asiatic black man. That's what he taught. So that was my thinking for years, ever since I was a little boy. I'm the Asiatic black man. He did not teach that we was Africans. There's nowhere in those books where Elijah Muhammad taught that we are Africans. He taught that we are the Asiatic black man. That's the teachings. But they are our brothers and sisters. I think, I'm not really sure, but I think that in the teachings, I do think that they agree that, you know, our ancestors did come from Africa and came on, the slave trade, but we're not Africans like that. We're the Asiatic black man. Now Malcolm is the one, after Malcolm started doing other self-study, Malcolm started calling us Africans and related to Africans, and Malcolm started that black nationalism thing, because the Nation of Islam is not a black nationalist group. They want an independent nation, but it's a religious organization. And their primary objective is to convert you to a religion. That's the primary objective. It is not building your own nation is a part of the plan, but the primary objective is to convert you to Islam. And you will see in the teachings, Elijah Muhammad said, "Accept Islam, come follow me." He do not teach, come and help us build a black nation. That's not the teaching. The teachings is, accept Islam, because your nature is Islam. Accept Islam, accept yourself, and come follow me. That's the teaching. He did not call us Africans. But, like I say, this is good therapy. I feel much, much better. I hold no malice or no grudges against nobody. But for me, if you can judge, if you judge people, you want to condemn people, you want to say you this and you that, well, why you want to keep that? Why you want to keep it in private? Bring it out here and let all of us be judged. Why you want to keep it a secret rap? You want to judge me, and I have no support. Everybody is against me. Oh, I have a question before I get out of here. Z-Man said, would I be willing to work with the Nation of Islam, or I prefer to keep my distance? You know, my heart, and you can't always listen to your heart. My heart says I want to, but at the same time, like Sister Karen said, once a person, people show you what they are, you need to move with caution. So why would I want to put myself in an environment and I have to move with caution? I can't really trust who I'm dealing with. I would also ask my supporters. I would ask you, what do you think about something like that? And I think that you wouldn't want me or us to venture that way. I don't think that you would. Because I've been trying to have a brotherhood with the Nation of Islam for years. For years. Not for a few days, not for a few months, for years. My life has been threatened a few times. Matter of fact, my life was threatened actually in the mosque itself. I almost had to run some brothers over. I was saying, now you know I don't believe in God, but I was saying, oh Allah, if these brothers make a move on me, I'm going to run their ass over. The FOI almost forced me to run them over. I'm not going to let them hurt me. And I told them, stay back. Stay back from this car. I don't know what your intentions is. I'm going to run you over. Let me go. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not coming to your ragged ass temple no more. Now, when that happened, damn, I'm still just going on and on. Now, when that happened, I could tell some of the brothers did not like that. Because again, oh, see, here we go again. The captain of the temple told me that I disrespected Minister Farrakhan. And I said, how, sir? And he told me, you know what you said. Yeah. Yeah, they try to get physical with me. I came to the temple to listen to the live stream. I came to the temple to meet some of the brothers that that I know, and buy a couple of newspapers and some bean pies. And then that ragged ass captain gonna pull me to the side. I heard you was talking about Minister Farrakhan. You disrespect the minister. I'm like, how? And then he said, you know how. I said, no, sir. That's why I'm asking you, how? Well, you made the video. I made lots of videos, sir. What do you... Let's see, here we go again. I'm being accused of something. This man said, I disrespect the minister. He watched the video. He heard the video. But he can't explain how I disrespect the minister. He want me. Look, he want me to explain how I disrespect the minister. How tacky can you get? And I asked him, I said, brother, you saw the video. You watched and listened to the video. You made the accusation. You should tell me, you should be able to tell me what you heard that you felt is disrespectful, sir. He gonna tell me I should know. Well, sir, the brothers, you making these accusations, because the brothers that's around here, they didn't hear the video. You're the only one that's making the accusation. You need to show them what you're talking about. The mosque has a computer. Let's go to my channel and go find this about and let the brothers see how I disrespect the minister. And if I disrespect the minister, I have no problem with taking the video down, and I have no problem with offering an apology, because that's not my intent to disrespect the minister. Because I told the brothers, I said, hell, if it wasn't for Minister Farrakhan, I won't even be able to do what I'm doing right now to this day, which is true. And for some of you that watch my compilation videos, always at the end of all my compilation videos, I show my mother, I show my father, I show my mother's boyfriend that was good to me, I show Bruce Lee, I show Malcolm and Dr. King, and I also show Minister Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad and Master Farad Muhammad. Yo, hey man, you still thinking on this video? You is crazy, man. Get the hell out of here, Sniffy. But yeah. See, I was accused again. No evidence. No evidence or nothing. And I don't like that. If you're going to accuse me of something, right. If you're going to accuse me of something, I mean, bring your evidence. Bring something. Don't bring, I think, I assume, I feel. You can't take that to a court of law either. You can't take that to Judge Judy and Judge Judy or Judge Mathis or Judge Faith, and you talk about, well, I feel, I assume, I think. They're going to say, well, I know you're getting ready to get out of my court with that, because you don't have no evidence, no nothing. What the hell you don't have no evidence at all coming up in my court. And see, look, hey, thank you so much, Z-Man. And see, the thing about that is, they get even angrier with me because of something they did. You're the one. You're the one that didn't bring no evidence. You're the one that brought this stuff up and couldn't prove it. But you want to get mad at me because you couldn't prove something. I'm not supposed to prove nothing to you. I'm not supposed to help you in your evidence. You don't never see nobody go to court and the prosecutor going to help the defendant. That's not how things go. You on your own. I'm not supposed to help you prove your case against me. But that's what they want. They want me to either confess or prove their case that they made against me. Help them prove. What world y'all living in? So now, in reality, they feel stupid. They feel stupid because you done came before the world with no evidence no nothing. And you look stupid. Absolutely, Shining Wizard. That's not my fault. If you're going to make accusations, if you're going to say somebody did something, bring your evidence. Bring something. Don't bring no I think, I assume, I feel, or whatever. Like I said, if I did something like this in the past, now you got some kind of evidence. Well, you did this, you did the same thing 3 months ago. Okay, now you got evidence. That's evidence. And everybody that was around will testify. Yep, Snup, you sure did. You know, I love you, Snuffleupagus, but you sure did. You did the same thing 3 months ago. What can I say? Now you got me. You're not going to get me. You're not going to condemn nobody with no kind of evidence unless you Franklin County, Missouri, and the Missouri Department of Mental Health. They can have no evidence, and they can condemn you and send you to the crazy house. Yeah, they can do that. Law enforcement can do that. They can put guns on you. You didn't have a gun. They can put a gun on you and fake up charges. They can do that. You can't do that though. Absolutely, Shining Wizard. I'm supposed to plead a case against myself. Also, I'm telling you, if I tell you I didn't do that, if you're really my friend, if you're really my supporter, if we're really cool like that, I would think you would give me the benefit of a doubt because I don't have no history of it. Why do I want to hurt you? Don't make any sense to me. I don't go around here trying to hurt people. Some people think just because I talk about the religion that they believe in, I'm personally hurting you. It ain't nothing personal. I'm talking about your religion. I'm talking about a certain behavior. Now, when I talk, I need to get out of here, but y'all hanging with me. When I talk about Minister Farrakhan, I don't talk about him as a person like that. I talk about certain behaviors. I don't talk about him as a person. I don't talk about him and his wife, his children, grandchildren. I talk about his version of the teachings. I critique that. I teach about his certain behaviors. And nobody is above critique. I'm not above critique, but don't lie on me. I haven't spread no lies on Minister Farrakhan. Everything I say is facts. Absolutely. I'm not talking about Minister Farrakhan like that. And I've seen some personal things, you know, in my time being around him, whatever I could say. But I don't bring those private type issues. I don't even bring that up. I keep that to myself. Just like this conference, I'm keeping it to myself for the time being. I feel I have the right to judge. You judge me, and you condemn me, and you execute me. Why I don't have the right to judge you? Why if you so clean and holy and righteous, and you claim that you're so right in what you say and what you do, then why can't the public know about it? Why can't the public know about it? I don't have to smear your name. All that I got to do is tell the truth. And like I say, I will take a lie detector test. Yeah, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, I guess. I need to go ahead and... Z-Mad want me to talk about how I feel about the young pharaoh and the accusations that Golden Beauty said that he hit her or something. See, this is my problem. I do know that women will lie about that type of thing to try to get back at a brother. I don't know whether it's true or not. And that type of bandwagon, I don't jump on. Because I don't know. Maybe he hit her, maybe he didn't. I don't know. And I'm not going to say I assume, I believe. I'm just not going to mess with that at all. Now, I made a video about that situation, and basically I'm really for real. I'm done, because that's not really my thing. But as far as that those accusations, I do know that people will lie. I do know that. To try to get back at whoever they mad at, because it happened to me. There was a warrant for my arrest in the state of Ohio. Talk about I'm stalking this person. And I was on the East Coast going up and down I-95 on the East Coast, and this person didn't know this person didn't even know I was driving trucks. They thought I was still in town. So they went to the police and told the police I was stalking them. I haven't even been in town for a month. So the police came looking for me. And my goddaughter at the time called me, and she said the police was here looking for you. I'm like, wow. And she told them, you know, my father, he's a truck driver. He'd been gone on the road for over a month. You know? Now, I don't know how long these warrants, how long they last. But I never really went to Ohio a whole lot anyway. But that company that I was driving for, they didn't even really go that far to Ohio. So I never really went to Ohio. I was going up and down I-95, you know, Maine, Baltimore, you know, Baltimore, Maryland, New York City, state, 95, Florida. The company I was with, that's their route. Now, when I got with another company, I went to Ohio almost every week. I stayed in Ohio. And I didn't know that there was a warrant for my arrest. But I would figure by this time, like I said, I don't know if it's some of these warrants is almost like forever. So I don't even know if it's still active. But I don't go to Ohio, so I'm not even worried about it. Yeah, I-95. You know I-95 is New York City, Boston, Massachusetts, Maine, Portland, Maine. You go down all the way down to Florida. You know how that crap is. And I was doing that every week. I hate I-95. I don't want to see I-95 no more. I hate I-95. But you know something? I never really had a problem with the traffic on I-95. Even when I came through the major cities, even when I came through New York City, I never really had a difficult time going through. You know, the traffic slow up. The traffic slow up, but it never really, you know, I usually get through pretty quick. And I was shocked. Yeah. Yeah, but I wanted to live in New York City. But I didn't get an opportunity because I had no support. I had no support from my relatives, and they kicked me out the house. See, here we go again. My relatives, my biological relatives, who was also my Muslim family, they did not want to support their brother. They kicked me out their house. They told me, you can stay in New York, but you can't live with me. We'll drop you off at the homeless shelter. This is what my Muslim biological relatives told an 18-year-old person. You can't live with me. If you want to stay in New York, I could take you to the homeless shelter. That's what they told me. I send your ass back to your mama. And that's what they did. And you want to know something? I treat them nice. I call them to say what's up, blah, blah, blah. But I haven't forgotten what they done to me. Do you know how devastating that is? And these was relatives that I really put up on a pedestal. I put them on a real high pedestal. And when they did that to me, you just don't know how much that hurt me. It hurt me really, really bad. I'm looking at them, and they telling me, well, you can't stay here with us, but we can take you to the homeless shelter. I didn't even know how to respond. I didn't even know what to say. I'm 18 years old, and these people known me almost as long as I came out the womb. And this is how they treat me. Not only am I their relative, I'm a Muslim brother in the faith. And they're going to throw their relative and the Muslim brother in the homeless shelter. That's where I need to go. That's what they done. And as soon as they come to me, or I'm around them with that holier than thou crap, I always bring that up. You bastards. I don't spit. I say you bastards while you're talking. All that Islam, I love you everybody crap. You threw your own relative out on the street, told me to go to the damn homeless shelter. Don't come up in here talking all that old black Muslim stuff and you love everybody and all black people unite. Get the hell out of here with that crap. None of my family want to hear that. After they did that to me, none of my family members want to hear that Muslim garbage. And the sad thing about it, they still try. They so stupid, they still try. Will you listen to Minister Farrakhan? Hell no. What you want us to do? Go to the homeless shelter? That's where you think all of us belong. And they don't, you know, the people I'm talking to don't take, they don't take false accusations seriously. I said that kind of thing can get people hurt. I mean, you go on here and you slander people. Now you don't want that done to you, but it's all right for you to do that to others. It's a double standard. Don't do that to me. But it's all right for that to be done. No, actually, we had a conference tonight. That's why I canceled my live stream. And I thought it would be something productive. And the only thing it was nothing but condemnation of me. That's all it was. To show how evil and wicked I am, and how messed up I am, and to judge me. So my thing is, if you that holy and righteous, and you really got it going on like that, why you want to keep things hidden from the public? Why you want to keep it on the down low? Because if you stand with right, it shouldn't be no problem. You know, roaches have a problem with the light. When you turn on the light, roaches scatter. So we having this private meeting, that's mean we having it in the dark. Why you don't want no light shine on it? Why you don't want others to see? Why you don't want others to see? Why you don't want others to hear? Because see you got me by yourself, and you can judge me and push me around and beat me up. But see, when others is looking, you can be judged too. Not only me, you can be judged too. And you're going to find out that what you're talking about, everybody don't accept that either. Everybody don't accept that as right. See, you think that you are the ultimate right. Well, that's not right, brother. Why? Why isn't it? How you know it's not right? Based on what, sir? Based on what, man? What you mean? What make you think this? What you mean I'm not right? Because I don't like somebody that I support stab me in the back? That's the main reason why I have a problem with Minister Farrakhan. Because I gave him 9 years of my life. And you mean to tell me you can't give me 15 minutes to talk to your audience about this plan that is no threat to you? And so for them, they said that's cool. Mr. Farrakhan had to do a damn thing. He don't. And I'm going to tell people the kind of people that you're dealing with when you're dealing with the Nation of Islam. And unfortunately, a lot of people are fighting out the hard way. But they're not going to say nothing because it's embarrassing, because you feel like a fool. The reason why a lot of people won't come out on YouTube and social media to talk about their experiences in some of these whack-ass groups, because they're really embarrassed. Because a lot of them have spent a lot of time, money, and labor in a lot of these groups, and they find out they ain't about nothing. They got used. They got bamboozled, like Malcolm said. They got tricked, deceived. And it's embarrassing. And they don't want to talk about it no more. There are people that send me emails and tell me that they agree with everything that I say about the Nation of Islam, and they tell me what temple they was in, and they tell me about how they got flim-flam. The same stuff. See, what you need to understand, and what a lot of new Muslims don't understand, is the original supporters of Minister Farrakhan, they stood up with him based on the fact that he's supposed to bring the original teachings of Elijah Muhammad back. And that's why they stood up with Minister Farrakhan. But then Minister Farrakhan did the old okie doke. And then he started changing the teachings to put himself right next to Elijah Muhammad and Master Farah Muhammad. That's what he did. To put himself, the third man in the Holy Trinity, so to speak. That's not a part of the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. Nowhere. There's nowhere in the teachings of Elijah Muhammad where Elijah Muhammad talked about some third wheel in the future going to come and take his place and bring the nation. When the nation fall, this third wheel is going to bring the nation back up. And he's going to become part of this Holy Trinity. Now, if Elijah Muhammad did teach that, please show me. I don't know nothing about it. I never heard about it. It's damn sure not in none of his books. Message to the Black Man, Fall of America, and so forth. And I really doubt if he talked like that in the Theology of Time series either. He never talked about no third wheel after the nation fall. Now, he did say it's going to rise again. He did say that. But he didn't talk about some divine comforter. He didn't say some special person that's going to be divine, that's going to be next to him. Elijah Muhammad taught once he's gone, that's the end. Y'all on your own. There's no divine nothing after him. That's what he taught. That's why he did not leave somebody to take his place. He did not leave an heir. And that's why he did not train an heir, because he taught, he said, I am the last messenger of Allah. Once I'm gone, that's the end. That's what he taught. Now, to my knowledge, he was supposed to write one more book. And that book was supposed to be called Black and White. That's what I heard. And of course, he never, he passed this life before he could do that. And Minister Farrakhan is teaching that he's not dead, that he's alive somewhere. And I don't remember Elijah Muhammad teaching anything like that. Now, I heard that Elijah Muhammad made reference to himself as a Christ maybe one or two times, but to my knowledge and from what I read, Elijah Muhammad always referred to himself as the last messenger of Allah, the modern day Prophet Muhammad. That's what I heard on a consistent basis. Now, I do remember somebody showed me where he did say something about Christ, but see, if Elijah Muhammad did do that, that shows confusion. Now, either are you the modern day Prophet Muhammad, or are you the modern day Christ, sir? You can only be one. So that's not a good thing. But to my knowledge, from what I read, he consistently said that he was the modern day Prophet Muhammad. I miss your comment, Z-Man. Come on now, where's the okay. So it seems to me Mr. Farrakhan was looking for acceptance, but he just wasn't going about it the right way. Yeah. I don't know. Look, I think Minister Farrakhan, in the very beginning, I think he might have been sincere, but again, that brother, what's his name, Bernard Kushmir, was talking in his ear, and it's other people that's more knowledgeable on, like our brother Omar Shamsuddin. Matter of fact, I should get him to come here and talk about that, because I think he's more knowledgeable about, because he was there when Minister Farrakhan left Wahid Muhammad, and he went out to do his own thing. He was there. I wasn't there, so I don't know. So maybe I can get contact brother Omar and get him we can talk about that, because I wasn't there. Matter of fact, when all that was going on, I was still in high school. I don't know nothing about what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, and they always talk about that they have surpassed Elijah Muhammad, but really they have not. I mean, he surpassed Elijah Muhammad as far as entertainment is concerned. As far as, being able to feel, he was able to draw 1 million men, 2 million men to the nation's capital and whatever. But when it's all said and done, he's nothing close to the accomplishments of Malcolm and Elijah Muhammad. He's nothing close. There's no comparison. Just like these new age RBG type folks, they're nothing close to Marcus Garvey. Nothing close. And these people who are supposed to be proteges of Dr. King, they're nothing like Dr. King at all, because these people made our people move. They made our people respond. And right now, it's just entertainment. Our people don't even take none of this stuff seriously. It's really all a joke. They can't keep the people to move. And really it's because of stuff like this, because we can't get ourselves together. We out here condemning each other, and we doing things to hurt each other. We don't care about how other people feel or whatever. It's all about me, how I feel, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm listening to people talking, and they say they listening to what I say. I can't tell, because your mouth is not telling me that you're listening to what I say. Your mouth is telling me how bad I am, how I'm a monster, and I got all these problems, and you, brother, that you ain't doing right. Well, let the people come out, bring it out in the open, let the people see. Let the people see. I don't have no problem with it. I mean, you can't, I can't be hurt. Because the people that don't like me ain't gonna like me anyway. So what? Who gives a damn? Let everybody see. But you want to stay hidden in the dark. Like roach. You don't want no light shine on you. I'm not scared of the light. I don't mind talking in the public. True that, Z-Man. I'm not about, it's not a popularity contest for me. Like I told you, I don't care about no fame, no fortune. I don't care about no money. I don't care about no booty. So you can close your damn legs, lady. Not interested. I want this condition to change once and for all. and you're making a mistake because you think you got all the time in the world to get your act together. You don't. You don't. You're not taking things seriously because there's no real fire on your ass. See, when you in a house and it's on fire, believe me, you move quick. Because if you don't move quick, that fire is going to be on your ass. But see, y'all move slow, but you claim you're in a fire because you love to many of these people love to use that quote from Dr. King. I forgot exactly how it go, but Dr. King said, I'm afraid I made a mistake and I led my people into a burning house or something to that effect. I don't know, that's not a direct quote, but it's something to that effect. They love to use that Dr. King quote. Now they're not going to quote Dr. King when he said all people should be judged on the character of your content of your character, not on your skin. They don't like stuff like that. But they want to show how Dr. King was a damn fool, how stupid and silly he was. Now you realizing, Mr. Dr. King, that you was a damn idiot. Now you realizing that you led your people into a burning house. Okay, so if the people are in a burning house, that means you got to get them out fast. Huh? That means you got to get them out fast. But they keep telling me, you know, I'm going to do my thing. Everybody doing their different thing. Everybody doing their little separate thing. You know, you got all the time in the world. If you got all the time in the world, then that means you're a liar. That means the place that we're in is not a burning house. Because if you're in a burning house, you need to get the hell out. And for many of you that have listened to me since I've been talking about the Mississippi campaign, that was my main thing I always talk about. We need it now. We're running out of time. I got to get out. But these people got all the time in the world. They can take their time. So that means you're not in a burning house. Stop telling that damn lie. You believe you got all the time in the world so that you can keep screwing around till you get it right. So stop telling this lie that we are in a burning house. Because in a burning house, you got to get the hell out. And that's what the Mississippi campaign is about. Getting out. The Mississippi campaign is about creating a lifeboat. So when this Titanic starts to sink, we'll have a lifeboat to be in. You're not going to have a lifeboat because you're screwing around. The Mississippi campaign is about a sanctuary state. So you can go there and have a place where you can feel safe. If you got to go to court, you know you're going to be in a fair court. All the laws is going to be fair to you. You don't have to worry about, are they doing this because of my skin color? A safe haven. So even if you live in California or Texas, wherever you live, if you can make it to the state of Mississippi, that's your state haven, your safe haven. Because the state of Mississippi don't have to extradite you. The state of Mississippi can hold you until whatever state want you, they're going to have to justify why you want this person. We don't have to send you back to California. We don't have to send you back to Florida, wherever you came from, because you was being done unjust. Like some of our people on that 3 strikes ass law. and talk about, well, if you steal a bag of potato chips, you go to prison for the rest of your life, 3 strikes you out. That's bull doo-doo. Get you a way to get to your sanctuary state, and your state will deal with that state that wants you to be there for the rest of your life because you stole a bag of potato chips, talking about some damn 3 strikes you out. The hell with them. This is how we change laws. This is how we do things. This is how we get people to treat us just. Because now you have power. You got somebody that can back you up. There's no power that back us up right now. We have nothing. Anybody can make a move on us anytime they feel like it. There's nothing that we can do. Nothing. Except die. That's all. Die happy. So I guess if you're going to die, I guess the best way to die is to die happy. They might ask you, what do you want for your last meal? I want a happy meal. Can I have some KFC? Then they put a bullet in your brain, and then your body fall down in that damn mass grave. Oh well, that's how it go. And you know the thing about that is, people don't believe that, but it can happen. It happened in the United States of America, all over this country. And the most famous place that it happened was Black Wall Street. They dropped bombs on our people, killed them outright. They killed so many of our people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They buried them in mass graves. It already happened in this country on a small scale. You're dealing with people that have no problem with doing it on a large scale. They've done it in other countries all over the world. What make you think that for some reason you would be exempt if your ass get out of order or they don't want you no more? What make you think they won't do that to you? Because you're trusting and you got all the time in the world to do what you need to do to get it right. Okay. All right. I wish I would be around, but I'd probably be dead and rotten. Well, according to religion, I won't die. I'll still be a spirit. So my spirit will be around. I told you so. I told you so. Then, of course, I said, I told you so. And then I got to go, boo. I got to scare them too, you know. I can't just go, I told you so, I got to scare them. Because that's all a ghost can do, is scare people. Don't have no other, a ghost, a soul don't have no other function except to go around and scare people. Woo, I'm the ghost. Woo. Like, damn, okay. Woo. You died just so that you could be a ghost to go around and scare folks. Well, you can't scare me, ghost. I'm sitting here in the dark, and I'm bold enough to tell God to go to hell, and all y'all spirits and spooks, y'all a bunch of bitches. I'm sitting here in the dark, bring your ghost ass on, and do what you gotta do, and scare. I'm gonna give them a few minutes. Y'all wanna give them a few minutes? Because y'all can see, well, actually you can't see it, but y'all can tell my reaction live on the live stream. Y'all gonna say, damn, I was on the live stream with Angel Snubbing Up 7, and the brother got crazy, started talking about cussing God out and cussing out the spooks and the spirit, and then something grabbed him, the brother went off air. Hey, if that happened, y'all would get spooky on me, wouldn't you? Be like, damn. Something happened to Snub Up on live stream. Them damn ghosts tore his ass up. I ain't worried about it. And somebody told me, you ain't worthy of God touching you. Paranormal activity, whatever the hell it is. Bring your paranormal ass on and do what you gotta do. You can't hurt me no more than I have been hurt in my almost 60 years living on this planet. People stabbed me in the back. They betrayed me, tell lies on me, cuss me out, send me to the crazy house, done all kinds of dirt to me. What the hell you gonna do to me, Mr. God or Ghost, that haven't already been done to me? I done had my ass whooped by bullies. I've been shot at, had guns to my head. What the hell else you gonna do? Sick of y'all, people so damn spooky. Come on. We ain't got all night. I'm sick of, and somebody talk about I'm a bully and they believe in God. Who's more than a bully than God? If you don't do what I said, I'm gonna burn you in hell forever. All those crazy stuff. If you don't believe in me, I'm gonna put a curse on your family. All those dumb bull doo-doo crap. Who's more of a bully? Talk about I'm a bully. Who more of a bully than God? And I'm sick of it. God does not exist. It's a damn lie. None of the gods. All of these 5,000, 7,000 gods these people believe in, none of them exist. I want one of them to come right now. They got all these magical powers and stuff. Come right now with your 7,000 member ass gods. Come and say something to us. Come and do something to me right now. Ain't spirits. My mother passed away last year. Mama, I'm in the dark. Don't be scared. Come and talk to me. I'm waiting. This guy done flew the coop. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Damn lies. We've been lied to. And we can't accept that we've been lied to. Hold on to the lie. And like I told you, a lot of people hold on to the lie because it's really embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And, I don't blame you. I don't blame people for how they feel. I mean, I felt some kind of way funny too. When all this was revealed to me, I felt funny. I'm like, damn. I gave all this time to Minister Farrakhan. I prayed to Allah, I prayed to Jesus. And when it's all said and done, it was all lies. I'm like, wow. And then remember, see the killer thing about it, remember, I didn't keep it to myself. I gotta go tell other people about this. You need to believe this too. Accept your own. Follow Elijah Muhammad. He's gonna take us to the promised land. Believe in Jesus. He died for our sins. I promoted all this. I told people all this. There's people that might even come to me and say, you told me about Minister Farrakhan, that's why I became a Muslim. I know. I can imagine how Malcolm X felt. I can imagine. But, you live and you learn. Well, since the ghost, the goblins and all the gods, I guess they decided, they probably at the bar, getting their drink on, smoking some of that good ganja. They don't want to come and pay us a visit, because I don't have no ganja here. I guess they not going to show up. So on that dope, 3 hours. And some of y'all actually been hanging the whole 3 hours. I just wanted to give myself some therapy, because I need to give myself more time to think about certain things and not act on emotion or whatever. The ghost of Umar imaginary school. Umar Johnson's school, just as real as these ghosts is. We know that's never going to happen. It's just not never going to happen. I needed to do this for myself so that I can calm myself down and rethink some stuff and chill out. Yeah, and like I said, I don't go around trying to hurt people. That's not my intent. And if I hurt you, I want to try to do something to try to heal what I've done. That's just not me. I don't do that. And I don't like being accused of things, and I don't like being judged. Because if you judge me, then you should also don't mind being judged. So let us get out of the private and let us go out into the public and let the public judge. I'm not worried about me. I've been doing this since 2007. It don't bother me none. If you so right, like you claim, if you so right, you should not be afraid of the light. If you so light, you should not be afraid of the light. Why you don't want other people to see? I wonder about that. Why you don't want others to see? Why you just want to be in a room with me so that you can go off on me and tell me how I'm an abuser and a flip-flopper and contradictory and whatever, condemn me. But you don't want to be judged. And you saying all these different things because you want to justify, because you crossing lines. And you stabbing people in the back. And you have no loyalty. And you can justify that in the dark. Let the people see you in the light. Like I said, besides Fat Albert, I didn't see nobody here that approved that type of behavior. Nobody. I'm not going to let you condemn me and judge me. You should be able to accept the same thing. You should be able to handle being judged, accused of something. No trial, and then executed. That's what they do to me. No trial, straight to the execution. I'm charged, no trial, straight to the execution. But not for them. I'm going to hide in the dark. And so you're going to go on until you find your next victim. victims. And you're going to do the same thing to them. And they can mess around with you. But at least they'll know. I said, hey, okay, told you, this is how these folks roll. They'll mess with your wife, brother. That man, he'll mess with your wife. He don't have no scruples about that. It's a brother I know. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get out of here. It's some brothers I know that's Muslim that went through that. The brothers was real cool with each other. And then the brother had a problem with his wife and they got a divorce. And then the brother he thought was real cool with him or whatever snatched his wife before the divorce papers could be signed good. All these women on the planet, why you gotta mess with her? Damn. That's some conniving, shifty stuff. Like I told you, I wouldn't do that. I would be her friend, but that's all it would be. And on top of that, and really, I would question that because I don't even want to be accused by him, you messing around with my ex-wife. So I don't even think I could even be friends with her because I don't even want to be accused. And speaking of accused, somebody put out a lie. I don't know if y'all heard it or not. Talk about I messed around with some underage person or whatever. Some child. Somebody told that lie. You know, whatever. I don't even like being around children. When I was in my 20s, I loved playing with babies. When I was in my 20s. And even in my 30s. But now I'm a grumpy old man. And I just basically like being by myself. And I definitely don't like being around children. And when I am around children, there's a lot of people around me because I do not want to be accused of messing with nobody's child. I know my niece told me, I know you're not going to do it. That's not the point. I don't want to be accused. I don't want to be put in a situation where I can even be accused. You know I'm not going to do nothing. I know I'm not going to do nothing. But I'm not going to put myself in a position where a child, somebody can accuse me that I'll molest a child. And I want to tell y'all something else. Children lie. Children will lie on you. Uncle Taalik, can I have that ice cream? No, it's too late. You need to go to bed. Uncle Taalik, please let me have. No, it's bedtime. You gotta go to bed. Next thing I know, knock, knock, knock. Yeah, what's up? Little Davy said that you touched him right. Oh God. You did. You touched me right there, Uncle Taalik. You touched me right there. See, I'm not going through that. I'm not doing that. Children will lie also. Children lie. Matter of fact, this is America. Hell, the dogs and the cats probably lie if they could. And I'm pretty sure you got some dogs and cats slick enough to try to tell a lie. You know. But I know children will lie. I was just watching one of those real life mysteries. And this child lied on this man. And this man spent over 20-some years locked up because this child lied on them. And then I guess the child had a guilty conscience as they got older, and they just confessed, I lied on that person. Like, wow. Lucky he had a guilty conscience. Because the only thing that most people get when they get convicted is the child's word against the person. And so you go to prison for 20 years because this child didn't get an ice cream cone. You hear me? That's why I get upset. Don't accuse me. Well, you're not going to go to prison or whatever. It's the same principle. You're slandering my name. You're putting information out in the airwaves, poisoning my character based on no evidence. Because you mad because you said, I think, I assume. He touched me. Because the child didn't get an ice cream cone. So this man went to prison. An innocent man went to prison. And I watched the video. The man pleaded, I did not do this. He got tears coming out of his eyes. I did not do that, everybody. You nasty bastard. And the child the child playing the scary victim role, grabbing somebody, holding on to them like they scared to death of the person because they couldn't get an ice cream cone. So children lie, women lie, men lie. Telling lies is equal opportunity. And we put people in prison, in jail, we slander them, we gossip, all this stuff on no evidence. So I cannot talk about young Pharaoh. I'm not going to say I assume, I believe, I don't know. And I'm not going to even go there because I don't know. But it's a damn shame if that woman is lying on him just to try to get at him. It's also a damn shame if he put his hands on her like that. I mean, we both lose in these situations here. But I know children will lie. One of my young relatives did it. And that's why I really made it very clear. I'm not going to be around no children. And they was influenced by TV. And nobody, when the child said that, they didn't trip off of it. But I took it more seriously than they did. Oh, that child just talking. I said, yeah, but what if you did believe that child? I said, I don't want nothing to, keep that child away from me. Keep y'all children away from me. Just stay away. I don't have time for it. Because see, another thing with me also, I can't even afford that because I got this mental illness garbage in my background. Oh, they be happy to bring that crap again. Well, he got that mental health background, and now he's touching children. All that stuff will blow up again. Well, Your Honor, he was in the mental facility and blah, 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 and this child, yeah, okay. I'm not going through that. Keep your children to yourself. When I do go around children, There's a lot of people around me. I do not mess around with no child alone. No child. I don't do that. I'm protecting myself. I'm too old to be trying to go through the criminal justice system again. I'm too old for that. And I said to myself, I'd rather die. They have to kill me before I go back behind bars again. I'm not doing it. On some silly stuff. Damn lie. But on that note, I've talked enough. Absolutely, Z-Man. Just the accusations is bad, let alone some charges. The accusations is bad. Whether you're innocent or guilty, just the fact that some child or somebody accuse you is bad. So, on that note, thank you for the therapy. Brothers and sisters, those who joined the conversation tonight, I really needed it. And I hope this is enough. I hope this is enough. Because I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me. I don't want to see bad things. We've had enough. We've had enough. Again, thank you. Thank you for the therapy. Thank you, Z-Man. Thank you, the deacons. Thank you for those listening and those who will be listening to this broadcast later on. I appreciate you allowing me to talk, to get this off my chest, because I really needed to get off my chest. I have some things I have to do, and I want to be in a better state of mind so I can accomplish those things, because they are very important. I appreciate you too, Z-Man. I really do. Since 18 years old, that's amazing. You still got me on that. Since you was 18 years old. What the hell did I say to make you want to listen to me at 8? You was 18 years old. I'm just curious before I get out of here. Do you remember, Z-Man? What was I saying? What was I saying that an 18-year-old person would be interested in, and now they're 24 and been in the house since 24, since 18. Since 18 years old. You have to have, look, you have, Z-Man, you have to have an incredible mind. You have to have a very logical, very mature. At 18 years old, for you to listen to me. Hey, what's up there, Sean? Z-Man, for you to listen to me at 18 years old, you have to have a very mature, logical, analytical type mind to be attracted to what I'm talking about. You have to be really, you really have to be like for real. And you 18 years old, wow. And for you to listen to the things that I say, because I'm talking, I'm anti almost everything that we believe in. Well, you said it's just the simple passion was enough. Well, I appreciate that. I thank you so much. That's very inspiring, and it's very encouraging. Every time I get frustrated, every time I get disappointed, I always, yes, sir, I know you are speaking from experience, so that's why I believe in you even more. Yes, this is my experience. And people get angry at me because of my experience. Why I can't talk about my experience? Now, maybe you had a good time in the Christian church. I had a good time in the Christian church too. But the belief is a lie. Some of my best friends was Christian pastors. But the belief is still a lie. It's fantasy, it's fiction. It's a lie. I got relatives and I got friends who still follow Minister Farrakhan. Yeah, but he's still full of doo-doo. And he's messed up the teachings. It's all bogus, it's all a lie. It's all fiction and fantasy. That's not my fault. That's your fault. Thank you, Sean. I try to be. Matter of fact, my honesty and my realism, tonight in this secret, well, it's not a secret, but on this conference, my honesty and my realism was used against me. I'm supposed to be, I'm supposed to just keep things to myself. If the deacons say something or do something that I really don't agree with or like, I'm supposed to just harbor that. I'm supposed to just keep it to myself until I get mad. And then when I get mad, then I'm going to tell the deacons, you remember when you did this? You remember when you did that? No, I tell the deacons right off the bat, hey man, what you said was foul. What you did was foul. I said right off the bat. I'm not going to hold it until next week. I'm not going to hold it till next month. I'm going to tell you about what's going on right now. And if you got a problem with me, tell me right now. Don't tell me next week, next month, next year. You tell me right now while I'm talking. Don't hold it till next month. I want to know now. And you should want to know now. Deal with it now. We discuss it, squash it, move on. Now we arguing and talking about some crap that should have been dealt with last month, last year. Because you didn't want to hurt my feelings. I keep telling people about this feeling hurt. Hurt my damn feeling. It's better to hurt now because that's going to be a problem down the line. You thinking that we doing each other a favor by not hurting people's feelings. It's going to be a problem down the line. It's better to get everything out in the open, get your funky ass feelings hurt, and let's keep pushing. I've had my feelings hurt for over 50 years, so the hell what? I get over it. I always do. When Terry Ellis said, would you get the hell out my face? I'll be hurt. I'll get over it. and the thing about it, I even talk about Terry. I reposted one of my videos, and the original title of the video was Invoke Buck Dancing for Whitey. Now, what if Terry and Invoke saw that video? And I'm not taking it down. I'm not taking it down. What if I got good in with Terry and Invoke, and then it just so happened somebody said, hey, that guy made a video about y'all. He said, Invoke Buck Dancing for Whitey. Taalik. I'm not going to take the video down. Because I stand on everything that I said on it. You don't like it, you can't handle the reality and the truth of it. Oh well, I guess oh well. Now, if I didn't have no principle, if I didn't stand on a damn thing, I would take the video down, because there's a possibility Terry and Invo might see that video. I don't care. I didn't say anything disrespectful. I didn't say anything wrong. Terry said that she wanted to help the youth know black history that she didn't know. She has never made no attempt to do that at all. That's not my fault. I'm just reminding you, sister, you said I would like to bring history to the black youth, history that I did not know when I was younger, so they'll know. She's made no attempt to do that. To my knowledge, I could be wrong, but I really doubt it. So if that means, you know, we can't get along, oh well, so be it. I'm going to stand on mine. A lot of these folks not going to stand on. They want to, you know, they're not going to stand on theirs like that. Yeah, I was getting ready to wrap it up. I only meant to come on here just for, you know, maybe 30 minutes. It never works out that way. It never works out that way, you know. But I couldn't sleep. I had this stuff on my mind. I need to find, you know, I need to have therapy. So this is my therapy, and like I said, I have some projects, I have some things I need to do, and I have to have a better attitude. I have to have, you know, so I need to get all this negativity out of my system. I need a cleanse, so I can go ahead and do these other things to the best of my ability, because negativity rots the spirit, as in religion they might say. I have to have a certain attitude. And that's what I want to do. So, on that note, thank y'all for listening. Jot down your comments, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And that's true too, Z-Man. You know. So, I'm going to be Audi 5000. And as Don Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, love, peace, and soul. We outie.